Hey everybody, it's Nikki with Delicate Tension Tarot. This is going to be a reading for the sign of Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, or if you just have a lot of Virgo placements in your chart or interesting transits happening in Virgo for you at this time. I'm going to go through this quickly. Super sorry that I'm so late with these videos. The Mercury retrograde in Scorpio definitely hit me on a technological level in November, and 2 weeks without internet. My phone crapped out 2 days before each holiday, so 2 days before Halloween, 2 days before Thanksgiving. And I've just been kind of dealing with it as best as I can, and obviously having to play catch up, especially since the day that I'm recording this, it's the 7th, and I'm going to be reposting the energy for the 15th of this month relatively soon, so I'm sorry about being late. This energy will apply to November 15th through December 15th. I decided to make it just for a full month instead of 2 weeks since I was so behind. So some of this stuff might have already happened, or it is still in the point of playing out. I always feel like whenever you watch these videos is when you need to hear the message, regardless of the timeline that it's placed in. With that being said, I'm going to kind of tune in and see what it is that I get for you guys. That's interesting. It's kind of like not even wanting me to. Literally just heard the word nothing and then clean slate, blank slate. So maybe you're in the process of figuring out how to create the next steps in what you're wanting your life to look like. With the Knight of Wands in reverse, you could be feeling as if you're doing a lot right now, or there's a lot to get done, especially with the Four of Wands here. We can go ahead and say that most of this could be dealing with the holidays, certain celebrations, whether it is holiday celebrations, or it's family or friend get-togethers, or announcements of pregnancies, engagements, etc. I just think you're really busy, and I think there's a lot to do, and there's a lot to get done at this time. I do think in order to get these things done, you're kind of having to put other things on the back burner. If you did have things that were either making you emotional or things that were emotionally hard to detach from, I think that you are doing that in order to focus on what it is that you do need to get done. But I do feel like you need to rest, or you need to allow yourself to rest, or give yourself a break or some form of a reprieve from how much movement is in your life right now. Because I think it's one of those things where you either could run into exhaustion, you could be getting sick, or just overall drained. Don't forget that you can always ask for help. You can always ask for help. Yeah, I do feel like there's a lot to figure out for you right now. I definitely think you've moved out of a confusing time. I think for a little while there you kind of didn't know where you stood with yourself, or maybe even other people, or what it is that you were going to do, what decisions you were going to make, but you did make them internally, and I think you did distance yourself from those things or ideas or whatever it was that was plaguing you at that time. Whatever tasks you have to get done, whatever you have to do that is centered around this energy, I think you will be getting it done. I do think you need to ask for help though, whether that is literally asking somebody to come help you do something, or asking for information, just anything to kind of lighten the load as to what you're already doing. If this is relationship based, I think you have definitely distanced yourself from a person who couldn't make up their mind. And if it was you who couldn't make up your mind, I think it was because there's so much discord and there's so much lack of balance in whatever this situation was. But I still think that there was this attraction to it. It's quite possible that you guys did have a lot of fun together. You know, it could have been that the energy around the both of you was, when you were together, it was very high vibe. It was a lot of fun, a lot of laughter. it feels very good. But at the same time, I think the lack of integrity or commitment on this person's part did overall make you anxious, or yeah, you were experiencing some anxiety around this. And if this isn't you, you could be connected to someone who is experiencing this energy. So I'm going to move on to some clarifiers here. Let's see what the Knight of Wands in reverse is. Clarify the Knight of Wands in reverse for me. We have the Magician, so yeah, you could be dealing with having to pull out all the stops. If this is referring to the aspect of you having a lot to get done, I think you are having to kind of like, pull in the big guns with energetically, for really needing patience and energy at this time to really tackle the tasks that are in front of you. I do think it's quite possible that certain relationships around you are changing, whether that's friendship, family member. There could be some nostalgia you're experiencing at this time, but I also feel like it's like moving through and preparing this kind of transformation as to what family means to you, or what that looks like, or just what it is that you need to feel good. Let's clarify the Eight of Cups here. Let's clarify the Moon in reverse. Yeah, I think you definitely moved away from a situation that just emotionally wasn't serving you anymore. If this is relationship based, you could have been dealing with somebody who did have commitment issues, or just didn't want to go any farther than what things were. So it could be a situation where it felt more friends with benefits, or it felt more detached in responsibility. Either way, I do feel like there could have been a lot of passion here in this relationship. And when I do say passion, I could be speaking to sexual passion, but it also feels like it's one of those things where I feel like even in your arguments, they were very passionate. So it could have been very fiery energy. It could have been very, the kind of energy that cuts to the quick. Yeah, if it is the relationship energy, I do feel like wherever the detachment was with this individual, or if that is not the other person's energy and it is your own, I feel like there was this soft apology as to why things weren't working. But it hurt. I feel like whatever truth it was that they were sharing, they kind of tried to mask it with an apology, and it just was very painful. And I think you are still experiencing that pain. But I think it's better for you to go ahead and stick to your decision at this time. Do not work with this person. I don't think you need to be working with this individual. I don't think you need to commit your energy to that situation anymore. And I do think you've made the decision not to. Now, if this person was involved with other people, or you were involved with other people, the choice has been made and they've chosen the individual that they want to be with. But I feel like you shouldn't feel bad about that. And as I said that, I just realized the Nine of Swords was on the bottom of the deck. I don't feel like you need to feel bad about that. I think you need to regain control in your life as to the concept that think of it as a clean slate. Think of this as a new opportunity and a new way to really paint the picture or write the story of what it is that you want your life to be. And if this is not about the relationship stuff, I still see you doing that either way. I think that you're gaining strength here to get through the tasks of the holidays. Yeah. You're really trying to find a way to mentally move beyond everything that's being required of you or asked of you at this time. Even if nobody is asking it of you, you're asking it of yourself. So don't push yourself too far, and don't push yourself too hard in terms of, feeling like you literally have to pull a rabbit out of a hat, because you don't. I think that you could make all of this work quite effortless if you delegated where you need help. Because I do feel like you wax and wane between these good days and bad days. I feel like you have days where you feel like you are capable of anything, and then you have some other days here where you don't feel capable. And you don't feel like you have the energy or the time to really succeed in what it is that you want to succeed in. But I think at the end of the day, you have to accept and acknowledge the fact that you are stronger than that, and you can do more. You can do more. I think the holidays are going to be quite nice for you. I don't think you need to worry about it. If you are at a distance from people or a distance from loved ones, I still see you having a really tight-knit group or family that you can surround yourself with, or people who feel like family. So it could be a social circle or a friendship group. You do have support at this time, so I really want you to lean on that support, and I want you to open up and ask for help if you really need it. Okay, Virgo, that has been your reading for November 15th through December 15th. If you enjoyed it, please like, share, subscribe, or leave a comment down below. I also have a donation button now at the in the description box below if you would like to donate to keep this channel going. If not, that's totally okay. But if so, thank you. I really appreciate it. I will see you guys for December 15th through December 31st. Yeah, talk to you guys then.